Hi, this is your yin evening flow for the Virgo new moon season. So as we're opening up this Virgo season, we really want to carve out some time for ourselves where we get to deeply surrender. Now, yin, unlike restorative, is a practice where we are being challenged physically, mentally, and spiritually. It is for us to find our breathing, our centeredness, and to be with any discomfort that may arise. That kind of really gentle dance is like, can I be with it? Now we don't want to experience any sharp pain ever, but we may feel challenged. So we want to have loads of props for yin. Now you're going to be at home, so feel free to change things and work with what you've got. Instead of a block, we can have a really big, thick, heavy book, for example. We just want to make sure that all the edges are quite neat and equal. It's good to have a blanket. And then if you don't have a bolster, what works really well is to just use loads of cushions. You can also use a camping mat that is rolled up, that is kind of like a little bit more denser. So see what works for you, and you may want to adjust depending on the posture as well. I'll guide you through it as we go along. So we're going to start with just finding a seated position. Just going to take a few breaths to ground ourselves and arrive. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. Let's bring our fingers to Gyan Mudra. So we want to bring the point finger and the thumb to touch and the other three fingers straight out. Palms facing upwards. Let's inhale together. And release. Breathing in to expand and open. Exhale out to soften and ground. As you run through one more round of breathing, see if there is an intention that you would like to set for the practice, a sankalpa. So that's just something that you want to use as a theme for the practice. Maybe that's just being present, allowing yourself to be with whatever arises in the moment. Softening into any tension that you may be holding, whether that is in your neck and shoulders. A lot of us have the tendency to clench our teeth, so can you soften into that? And with a straight spine, find the softness within an alert posture, just creating that balance between effort and ease, which is a dance that we're going to be taking over and over again as we move through this yin practice. Now gently flutter your eyes open. And then let's come to all fours. We're going to move through toe stretches to start with, which is quite a strong practice to begin with. So we want to tuck our toes in, and you may already be feeling a lot going on here. So this may be enough. So we're just resting on our tips of the fingers, little spider fingers we have here. Or we can start to walk our hands to rest on our thighs. Now you're going to feel this even further, that stretch in the toes. And then the option 3 would be to lean back and to use our hands to rest. We're going to be here for 2 minutes in total. So allow yourself to move out if it becomes too much. Keep breathing. So I'm doing this here with you. I'm right here with you, and I know how strong this can be. Virgo is a very attention, detail orientated archetype. So we're here to observe all the details. Maybe we have some anger arising. "30 seconds to go." You're doing really well. So if you need to come out and ease into coming out, you can. Last 10 seconds. Next, inhale. Taking a step forward with your hands, slowly untucking the toes. Ooh. Maybe taking little shakeouts on the tops of your toes. And let's just come onto our knees. So we're now going to take another stretch on our feet. From here, we're going to bring our hands behind us and we're going to gently lift the knees off the ground. 2 minutes here. So you may be noticing that in yin, I am going to be talking a little bit less than usual. Really allowing yourself to explore what comes up for you. One more minute to go. You're halfway there. Thirty seconds to go. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. So from here we're going to take our first rebound posture. In rebound we have 3 options. We can come lying down into a shavasana, or we can take a child's pose. Yogi's choice. Each rebound, wherever you are, we take for 1 minute. Slowly find your way to seated from either child's pose or shavasana. We're now going to take our knees in front of us, our legs in front of us, sorry, and we're going to bring the left leg over the right knee. We're going to be able to either hold on to opposite feet here, or we can start to bring ourselves forwards. Option 3, we can bring the floor closer to us by working with whatever props available we have. So that may be a combination of different props. And then we can rest our forearms here. So we want to be able to feel this stretch on both glutes. Maybe resting our forehead. And we're going to be here for 2 minutes. One minute to go. Last 10 seconds. Slowly coming out as you came in. Let's just move our props, if we use them, to one side. We're going to move straight onto the other side before we come into our rebound. So we want to be able to stack the knees over each other, either holding here onto our feet, or once again bringing that floor a little bit closer to us to rest our forearms or forehead on. 2 minutes here. You're halfway there. Slowly coming back out. Preparing yourself to come into that final resting pose of your choice, child's pose or Shavasana, lying on the back for 1 minute. Slowly coming back out. And let's meet in a seated position. So from here we're going to come to a heart opener, for which we want to use your cushions or bolster. And once again, you can kind of adjust the height that you want to go for. So I know that I like to have a block underneath, giving me just a little bit of more of an higher angle. And we're going to place ourselves as close as we can, towards the bolster. The soles of our feet are together. And then we're slowly, one vertebra at a time, are going to let ourselves come and lie onto the bolster for this heart-melting, opening posture. And we're going to be here for 2 minutes. Connecting with your heart center. Opening up to what intentions you want to set for this new lunar phase, the beginning of Virgo season, thinking of all the things that matter the most for you and anchoring those in deeply. What is your heart calling in for you? What does it yearn for? Sending your intention, radiating your own love and tender care towards yourself. Fueling your strength, your heart, calling your courage. We've got 1 more minute here for you to marinate in all those intentions, manifesting what you want to call in for this next lunar phase. Slowly bringing your hands under your knees and bringing both legs together. Then propping your hands onto the mat, to very slowly prop yourself and peel yourself off the bolster. We're going to move the bolster to one side and we're going to come to our well-deserved final Shavasana, the final rest, for which I encourage you to stay as long as you want. Honor where you're at. If you need to lie down for a little bit longer, pause the video, take your time. But if you're with me, you can bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big bear hug. And then slowly rock yourself from side to side. And then allow yourself to land on the left. Take a couple breaths here. And then prop yourself back up to seated. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.